Nuzlocke are a staple of the Pokemon community, being incredibly popular and done by a wide variety of creators across all platforms, with some creators even centering their entire identity around this singular challenge. Now, I've wanted to get into Nuzlocke myself, however, they're incredibly boring at the beginning if you're playing the vanilla games. This is because they have very limited encounter diversity with which Pokemon you can use, and limited move pools and just limited strategies as well. So the natural way to solve this is instead do a randomized Nuzlocke, where you take a game, you shuffle everything together, and then apply the Nuzlocke rule set on top of that. And what better way to do it than do it in my favorite game, Pokemon Soulsilver. This video took a ton of effort to make. I hope you all enjoy. So the main rules of a Nuzlocke are very simple. The first and most important being, if a Pokemon faints, it's dead forever. You either release it or throw it in a box. For this run, we'll be throwing them all in a box, and then we'll release them all once the run is done. The next rule is you only get one encounter per route. Now, there are a few exceptions to this. One exception is static encounters, that being if the Pokemon is there in the overworld, like it has a sprite and anything, and you interact with it to start the encounter, that is a static encounter. It does not count as your encounter for the area. That being said, if you get a gift Pokemon, you talk to someone and they give you a Pokemon, that counts as your encounter for that area, at least with how I'm playing it. Also, all encounters must be named. Give them a unique name, essentially humanize the Pokemon, or, well, you'll see our theme in a minute. The next rule is something that I have decided to play with. No items in battle. I'm trying to lean more into the hardcore Nuzlocke rule set, where I've completely banned items. I have to fully rely on the encounters and their movesets. The final major rule is we are playing with level caps. That means that our team cannot be higher level than the team of the next gym. Or in the case after Gym 8, each Elite 4 member. Now, in order to do this, a lot of Nuzlockers will play using this. I have allowed myself to use a action replay code to give myself rare candy, so I can just rare candy up to the level cap and don't have to sit and grind. There's no distinction. In fact, I'm actually getting punished by not grinding because I'm not gaining EVs to up my stats. So this is something that many creators do, and I have decided to do for this. Those are the major rules. There's not really anything else there. Anything else that comes up, I will speak when it does come up, but these are the ones that are important to keep in mind at all times. Now, that all being said, we start up the run, and we name ourselves Woman, because I decided to alternate genders in between attempts, and every time I chose the female avatar, we named ourselves Woman. Don't ask me why. And then it comes time to pick our starter. Now, the starter in this game, as with any randomizer, is very important. And we had three choices. We have Zigzagoon, we had Houndour, and we had Bronzong. We ended up going with Bronzong. Now, the only thing to note with Bronzong is that this is going to give our rival Houndour, which is a type advantage in the early game. That all being said, it is still going to be by far the better pick. We also have to go a little while without getting our first encounter because of when the game decides to give you balls, so we just have to deal with this as is. So after that, we go and we run some errands for Professor Oak because he forgot how to walk, and then comes the first rival battle where the run almost dies because of my own incompetence. Like, it's actually like negative 30% chance that he kills us here. Why does Ember do that much damage? And it's part... I forgot that Houndour is part dark. That's gotta be the shortest attempt ever. That's actually insane. Okay, wait, he's howling. Wait, he's stupid. Alright, what if I put him to sleep, though? Wait, we lived? We're at 1, chat. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. No right. I had no right winning that. I had no right winning that. So yeah, the first battle was won by pure RNG and nothing else, because the AI decided to howl twice and then low-rolled an Ember. So yeah, like I said, I had no right winning that. But anyways, now that that is done, we can actually get our first few encounters. Now, we did see a Regice that blew itself up. We got a Pachirisu, which we promptly named DQ. We got a Castform, which when we named White Castle. And finally, we found a Typhlosion, which I would promptly name Arby's. Now, it's also worth noting that all of the abilities of the Pokemon are randomized as well, which leads to some interesting things like our new Typhlosion Arby's. Yo! We have a water-immune Typhlosion! That's fucking wild! Yeah, that's right. Dry Skin Typhlosion. And the best part is the AI in this game doesn't understand immunities from abilities like this. So what happens is Typhlosion can actually be in on a water type, and they will just spam water type moves because they think it's supposed to be super effective, but it's not because of Dry Skin, making Typhlosion incredibly powerful. Anyways, we then go and grab a Venomoth, which we then name Panera, and we grab a Roselia. And after that, we head into the first gym. Now, we don't want to fight gym trainers. In fact, we don't want to fight trainers at all because we're playing with level caps. We only need to fight them for money. However, gyms are randomized types, which means all of the trainers will have the type of the gym leader in that gym. So we usually want to fight one trainer in each gym to find the type before challenging the gym leader, so we have an idea of what our strategy is. So that means we knew the type was fighting going in, so we could just lead with Taco Bell and spam Confusion. His first Pokemon was a Tyrogue, which easily gets one shot by Confusion, and then his second Pokemon was a Breloom, but all that did was use Stun Sport and Leech Seed and then died in 2 shots of Confusion. So it was a really easy gym, but that's to be expected early on because we're generally going to have stronger Pokemon than most of these gym leaders, just simply because we have good Mons right now. So we get the egg in Violet City to hatch in the next town because it's a long hatch time. We then catch a Drifloon Ruins of Alpha and an Ursaring for later use. Before we decide to do Slowpoke well, I decided to sit down and hatch the egg. It took a half hour to hatch this egg, but it was well worth it. So I did hex check this egg, because I wanted to make sure that it was a real egg and not bugged, because it was taking forever to hatch. It wasn't bugged. This is why it was so important we hatched this egg. That is why this was so important. So yeah, there was a Mewtwo in it, and not only was it a Mewtwo, but it was a Mewtwo with Flash Fire and a plus special attack nature. Now, I want to do comment on me hex checking the Mewtwo. I agreed with my chat prior that if I use hex check to see if it is a legitimate egg, because we were uncertain because it seemed to take forever to hatch, that I would sit down and hatch the egg regardless and count it as my encounter, regardless of what it was, even if it ended up being, like, something really stupid that, for whatever reason, was a Caterpie that took 10 years to hatch. So we agreed before I knew the Mon that I was going to hatch this and count this as my encounter. But with the Mewtwo hatch, we now decide to go and do Slowpoke well. Oh no, a Doduo. Whatever will I do? Extra sensory. Oh no, a Heatran. Whatever will I do? Oh, it actually... Uh-oh, I got boost. We just keep extra sensoring. Mewtwo's got this. Mewtwo doesn't got this. Mewtwo doesn't got this. Chat, Mewtwo doesn't got this. I almost just threw I almost just killed Mewtwo because I was just speeding. Oh, why, you got the boost again! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the legendary, the legendary conundrum. You get put into such a false sense of security with legendaries. And I'm so right on the money with that statement. You do get very complacent when you're running legendaries. I was also having the problem where I am just impatient, and so I use emulator speed up to move through shit. This didn't cause issues for 95% of the run, but sometimes would. Anyways, after that, I made sure to pay more attention to battles, and we hop into the next gym. Type check it, we confirm that it is flying type, and simply because we don't really have any direct counters towards flying type, we decide we're just going to use the raw power of Mewtwo to sweep, and it goes quite well. That's exactly what Mewtwo does. Mewtwo being an egg Pokemon means it comes with extra sensory at start, and having an 80 base power psychic move on the psychic legendary Pokemon allows us to just brute force our way through most situations. It's part of the reason why around this time I made an agreement with chat is if we found a good psychic type, not even a fantastic psychic type, just a good solid psychic type, I would replace Mewtwo because I just didn't want to be handed such a free victory. Unfortunately, that never actually happened. Anyways, with Gym 2 done, that means we're thrown into our next rival fight almost immediately. Alright, hopefully no Shadow Tag. This is fine. Just spam extra sensory. You bastard! I'm gonna wait. I'm fucking waiting out light screen. Fuck you. No. Okay. Light screen's gone. We're +6 on defense as well because of barrier, so like... Alright, here's Houndour. We now have Swift for Houndour. So, it's fine. He had 2 ladies! Okay, well, see, he didn't expect Mewtwo. I mean, the fact of the matter there is it wasn't even really a Mewtwo thing. I could have easily sent out Typhlosion there to handle that. Literally any of my Pokemon that weren't weak to Houndour. And Houndour also doesn't really have that many moves at this level. So it was an easy fight regardless. We just happened to be able to sweep with Mewtwo because that's what we had out. Anyways, immediately after the rival battle, we can go and catch an Ariados in the next route. And unfortunately, we did have an encounter in the forest, but that was lost because it was a Ho-Oh and it used Whirlwind on us. But anyways, we can then immediately go into the third gym and fight Whitney, which we had type checked to be water type, so we could just send in Typhlosion and sweep. Alright, no speed ups, we got Banger. Not ideal. It's not 80 accurate, it's 100% accurate. Oh, okay. I was about to say. It's like, it's that bad in this gen? What is this tentacle? Why do you have toxic spikes? It doesn't know a water type move, I don't think. She withdrew as well. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so it used one water gun. Does it do it again? Gym Leader AI is stupid. It does not understand abilities. Yeah, gym leaders are dumbasses. You don't need Endure. Why are you trying to learn Endure? Endure is the most pointless move on the planet. That's not true, actually. It's good for Endeavor. Negative, exactly. No, why do you have another super potion? Okay, I'm sorry. We can't listen to the music anymore. Okay. Thankfully, Taco Bell's a steel type. So, I don't know why we didn't just send in Taco Bell. Like, why was I face tanking with fucking... Hey, I have Taco Bell. To be honest, I say that after the battle, even though I went into the battle intentionally doing this just to prove a point, even if they decided to not use water moves. But, and that's part of the why I was just spamming Ember, to just show that I can just use a not very effective move, and they won't kill me because they'll use water type moves. But obviously the Tentacle didn't have a water type move, but still, that just shows how powerful having Water Absorb on Typhlosion is, making it objectively one of our best Pokemon, because the AI doesn't understand that my Fire type has been given Water immunity by its ability. After that, we start heading up Gym 4, we find a Slowpoke, a Chinchou as our Sudowoodo encounter, and a Drowsy, and then a very important encounter in Burnt Tower. Game's making me look like a fool. Oh, encounter. Wait, we have the item. We have Soldew. Okay. We are fucking gaming. What? Yeah, so Latias is huge, and like I said in the clip, we do have Soldew to further push it. However, it is worth noting that this does create a pretty big dark type weakness on our team, just because we do have 3 psychic types, but still having another legendary, especially one that's pretty quick, is big. But to end off the first stream, we do have one more rival fight. Alright, here we go. We're only level 21 because I want to stay below level cap. Espeon. Damn. Oh, that's fucking... Okay, fuck you. Who's our Espeon counter? Honestly, Texas Roadhouse. Stop it. No, Espeon's great. I love Espeon. Oh, it's Houndour. Hello. He was like, oh, I've got a dark type. I've got Dragon Breath. Fuck you. Okay, this is very bad. It's got Shadow Tag. Okay. We were kind of at the mercy of missing because of Sand Attack, but it's okay. Okay. Whew. Yeah, so that kind of shows the raw power of Latias with Soldew. Latias is just another high power sweeper we can have on our team and gives us much needed dragon type coverage. I will also comment, I promise I will stop using speed up later, and for the Kanto portion, I don't use it in battles much at all. I was not considering the viewing experience at the time. I'm just very, very impatient, so I do apologize for the use of speed up in battles because of my laziness. But that being said, we end off the first stream, and then we start the next stream and immediately do Gym 4. Alright, what we got? Okay, so it's either ground or rock. Also ground. Without a good answer for ground types, I decided to go back to the department store and check all of the TMs, because the TMs in the department store are also randomized, and I remember seeing a move that at the time, both me and my chat thought was Energy Ball. And Energy Ball is a really, really strong grass type move, and once again, at the time, I also thought that TM learn sets weren't randomized, so I figured, oh, Mewtwo can definitely learn this, so I was like, let me pick it up and teach it Energy Ball. However, it wasn't Energy Ball, it was Seed Flare. Seed Flare is Shaman's signature move, which is 120 base power, 80 accuracy. Anything that has under 90 accuracy is generally not great in a Nuzlocke simply because it is unreliable. So that was the best option we have. I decided to go ahead and teach it to Mewtwo anyways as a good, I need to kill something now, and if I don't, I die. But it's not a move I will be using very often. Catjam.png. I need a catjam toggle for, like, this area above me. Thankfully, there's only so many ground types in the game, so... Alright, first things first is we're gonna set up barrier. We're gonna just, fucking increase our defense. How much does Gym Leader get paid per month? Probably not a lot. Alright, we're gonna do 2, but it's using magnitude, so I have to be careful. I don't think I have a held item. Oh, I had like Razor Call, that's fine. Alright. We're not gonna fuck around anymore. There's only a few Pokemon that we can't OHKO with Extrasensory. This is, I think, one of them, because it's gonna resist. That's also true, it does depend on the region. Oh, crit, okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Alright, Piloswine is fine, that, because we, OHKO its Evolve form. Yeah, I mean, oh! That's right, he has a Hyper Potion. I bet it's a teacher pay in the US, nothing, probably. Well, I don't know about that. Alright, we'll just double Swift then. Okay, he ends on a level 25 Rhyperior. This guy is actually... Okay, he seems to just know Stomp. Gotta go, might be back if stream's going an hour-ish. Oh, it definitely will. But if you're not back, have a good one. Okie dokie. That was simple enough. This battle shows two really important things. One, obviously the raw power of Mewtwo. We're all aware that Mewtwo is just extremely strong. But two, immediately proves the point I was making about Seed Flare. The first one missed, and the only reason it was okay is because Mewtwo also knows barriers, so we were able to raise our defense and make Rhyperior not really an offensive problem. But that inaccuracy on Seed Flare could come to bite us in the ass if we're not very careful, so it's a move I don't want to have to use very often. So next goal is to head over to Gyms 5 and 6. On our way, we catch a Gorbrus and welcome it to the bench. And while doing Lighthouse shenanigans, we encounter a very scary moment that happens quite often in randomizers. Thank you, Arby's. Pain. That's Santo. Okay, wow. Oh, right. Send to perfect switches. We're not killing it with Arby's. I need to make sure it doesn't reapply Sand Tomb. Could we have killed it by this point? Maybe, but I just didn't feel like risking it because we could have missed. We could have Sand Tomb doesn't trap you. It has Arena Trap or Shadow Tag. Okay, we have 5 smoke screens up, though. That's what's important. With 5 smoke screens up, it's going to have trouble even hitting us. Burn. See, it missed. Sandstorm shouldn't last much longer. We want it to hit Sand Tomb and not use Takedown. That is what we want. It missed. Flame Wheel kills here. As it turns out, Smokescreen was the correct play. So as shown here, Pokemon that have trapping abilities are actually the bane of our existence because we have no way to predict them. So that means we have to just kill them with whatever we have out. And if you look back to the first attempt that's up on the channel, you may remember that our Feraligatr early on in the attempt died to an Arena Trap Breloom. There was nothing we could do about it because up until that point we didn't know it had Arena Trap. It was our rival's Breloom. So, especially against random ass trainers where we have no way to predict their Pokemon, it is an easy way for us to lose Pokemon is just simply have a bad matchup plus Arena Trap. Now, with Jasmine's questline started, we head out to Gym 5 and grab ourselves a Bulbasaur, a Fearow that will remain on the bench forever, and a Steelix. But this isn't just a regular Steelix. This is actually a water-absorbed Steelix. So while it's still not fantastic because of its just low offensive stats, having a water-absorbed Steelix gives us a similar situation to our Typhlosion, where we can bait out water-type moves because the AI doesn't understand how it works. Anyways, heading into Gym 5, we type-checked it, and we figured out it was Psychic, so we decided that our best counter to this gym would be our Ursaring Firehouse, and we jump into it. This is why I need to set up 7 TV so I can get Cat Jam, so everyone can Cat Jam. Hi. That's a little scary. Hey, it has pressure. Wait, what? Isn't pressure one of Deoxys' normal abilities? If not, it is still thematically appropriate. It's dead. God, I forgot. Deoxys is squishy. Bro, what are you doing? You gotta evolve that thing. In both runs we have gotten to Chuck, he's been a pushover. It's because he only has 2 Pokemon, and it's like a level 31 bronze. You gotta at least evolve it, my guy. Like... Oh, God. Yeah, so as shown there, Chuck is actually one of the safer gym leaders in the run because of what I just said. He only has 2 Pokemon, and because the randomizer makes it so in a lot of cases he'll have a weaker Pokemon than he normally has, it makes it usually a pretty free fight. Now, immediately after Chuck comes Gym 6 with Jasmine. Now, the thing about Jasmine is she is probably the hardest gym leader in the game, simply because you can't type check her. She does not have a single gym trainer in her gym which you can fight, which means you have to go into the fight unprepared for what type she is. Your best bet is to have a team with balanced typing, and then send in a good bulky Pokemon with not very many weaknesses out in front, and then switch as necessary. But, regardless, we start Jasmine. It's grass or poison. The question is, do we try to take a guess on it and switch in Typhlosion, or... Oh, wait, is Budew pure grass? Or does Budew also have the poison typing? Any way we cut it, Budew's a free switch-in. Okay, well, we don't need Flash Fire. Alright, is my guess correct? Or are we grass? We're grass. Especially if it just uses Sweet Scent. Oh, okay, crit. Dude is mono grass. Oh, I'm thinking a Cacturn. Nah, I'm just dumb. I'm dumb. Oh, okay, well, Roserade. Well, that makes my life easy. That game is about divorce, though, which is funny. It is kind of funny. And also, wait, that didn't kill? Huh? Okay, well. Okay. Now, with Jasmine done, we need to head over to Gym 7, but with Gym 7 also comes a long Team Rocket segment. On our way to Gym 7, we encounter a Togekiss, as well as a Sableye, a Chansey, and then a very important encounter for morale. Wooper! Wooper! It's Wooper! Wooper, don't die. Don't die on me, Wooper. Wooper, I need you to paralyze yourself. Wooper. Thank you, Wooper. Wooper! And after accidentally running from our Lake of Rage encounter, we do still get shiny red Gyarados encounter because it's a static encounter, which gives us something pretty interesting. Yo! We get the green boy! Of the evolutions to get here, Espeon is probably one of the better ones. It is a bit unfortunate because right now we have a lot of good psychic types, so Espeon doesn't really have a place on the team right now, but it is still a good backup in case something goes wrong. Skipping past literally all the Team Rocket stuff because nothing happened, we have an interesting dilemma here where each Electrode is a static encounter here because you interact with them and it starts a battle. Now, I went into this thinking that all three were the same, but all three are not the same. So, our first one is a Poliwrath. This Poliwrath is actually very, very important because this Poliwrath has compound eyes and we are able to put the TM high jump kick on it. Meaning this is a very bulky physical attacker that we found ourselves. The next encounter is a Palkia, and the final one is a Blissey, which does trigger Dupe's Claws, so we can't actually catch this one. Now, I think now is a good time to mention the usage of legendaries here, because we have quite a few. I didn't want to use too many legendaries, and honestly, I didn't even really want to use Mewtwo because it's so strong. So, I was decided to limit my use of legendaries to 2 a team, and I was actively looking for a good replacement to Mewtwo. I was thinking about using Espeon for that, but unfortunately, Espeon doesn't learn Psychic until past level 50, so we can't even use it for the Elite Four. So, for pre-Elite Four, I decided I would only use 2 legendaries on my team, so Palkia will not be joining the team for that reason. Now we move on to Gym 7, which we type check to be normal, and now you all get to see what a high jump kick spamming Poliwrath can do to a normal type gym leader. Get your dance out. He's a clerk. He's straight clerking. Well. Okay, well. You see, damn it. Oh, that's annoying. That's actually really fucking annoying. That was a crit. I mean, he's got Reflect up, so this surely does less, right? Even with Stab. Try and hit the burn. Alright, he's in potion range. Oh, you bastard. He fucking tried. Alright. You got this, Firehouse. Stop using Reflect. I have a critical hit. Low Punny could know a fighting type move. Yeah, it's not gonna kill. That's very nice. Bro, Firehouse going crazy. I mean, he's paralyzed. Yeah. Hell of a way to end it. Alright. Bro. Guys, remember when I said we were gonna sweep with Costco? Remember that? Okay, just crit 3 times. God damn, like, I know Slash has heightened fucking, heightened crit chance, but goddamn. Yeah, no, that was actually just a massive lie. We didn't actually get to use Poliwrath that gym because of the starter being Noctowl, and then we had Arena Trap as well. So we were just having to play around with what the Pokemon we had. But that being said, that's Gym 7 done, and we start heading towards Gym 8. But before we can do that, we actually have to do the stuff at the radio tower involving Team Rocket. Now, going into Leader Petrol, we're actually a little bit worried here because he has 6 coughings in this gen, which, under normal circumstances, is just a bunch of grenades. They all know self-destruct. However, in a randomizer, they all become actual Pokemon, so this is a, in theory, dangerous fight. However, he doesn't have anything of any real significance, so we do breeze through it pretty easily. I just saw that! Oh, he's a preschooler, I see. And in the middle of our Team Rocket shenanigans, we also have our next rival fight, which naturally is a little scary. We have a rival fight here. Okay, shit. Fuck, I forgot about this rival fight. He's got 5 Pokemon. This is going to be one of our harder fights of the stream, and he leads with a Magmortar. Okay. I doubt this guy knows Thunderbolt. So we're just gonna hard swap. No, he's going for Fire Punch. I mean, we're bulky. Yeah. Alright, just Bubble Beam. Yeah, we can bring Lugia back, actually. We had to move him for the Wolf Tank stream. Okay, he's just gonna spam Fire Punch, just don't burn. Crit, no burn. Okay. Oh, that's not a... We don't have a good flying type answer. Okay, but it did set up rain, so maybe I just switch back into Arby's, because it'll give it passive healing. Now, we'll switch into Firehouse because Firehouse at least has static. Pidgeot should really only know physical moves. And knows Twister. That's not a physical move. Thankfully, it does, like, no damage. This was a very bad okay, wait. Of course, I got a crit on the one attack that didn't need it. Naturally. Sharpedo. That is nasty, actually. Okay, that just puts my attack back at normal. If I hit myself in confusion, I switch. Crit? That wasn't even a crit. I don't think I risked the confusion. It's either gonna have crunch or it's gonna use like waterfall or something. Okay, well we've got ads. Ad realm. Ad realm, everybody. Go to the ad realm. My ads manager isn't working, so I'm just kind of making shit up as I go. Ad realm. I'm gonna use, like, I think anything it uses here is fine. RB switches in. It's crunch, but it's not gonna kill even close. Rain is gonna heal. It's probably gonna try and use a water type move. Sharpedo should know one. Okay. Either way. If we didn't outspeed, we should heal. If we... Okay, it had Aftermath. That's... Wow. Fuck you. Okay. Houndoom. Okay, we're gonna switch out to Mewtwo because it has because Mewtwo has Flash Fire. Unless it's gonna use a Dark type move, it's gonna use Bite. Fuck. Yeah, I didn't think about it until I switched to Mewtwo. That was actually incredibly stupid. Okay, it's gonna use another Dark type move because I'm dumb. I should have switched in Costco. Costco literally is a perfect counter to Houndoom. Okay, that was a shitty switch, but we still have a full HP Latias in the background. Outspeed, just don't flinch. Alright. We have guaranteed high jump kicks because it has Compound Eyes. Okay, we learned that Venomoth is not part flying type. So, I realize this. Hypnosis is actually a great move on Costco because of Compound Eyes. It makes it a 90% accurate move. So, like, it's actually going to hit really often. I think in Rain, Bubble Beam will do the most damage here. So, like, we outspeed, we put it to sleep, and then we just get free damage. I don't know if it knows a flying type move or not. I'm not going to risk it. We are paralyzed. We're just going to send in Cold Stone. It tanks pretty much anything Venomoth has. It's Psybeam. Okay, I'm glad I switched. That's unfortunate. I mean, just extreme speed. Okay, well, it's just gonna keep using Psybeam. Okay, even with a crit, he needs to crit twice and get confusion twice. I mean, that was a good showing by the team. It required a lot of switch-ins, and oddly enough, fucking our legendaries were the ones that really were really the ones that weren't used. Yeah, so that battle shows that we're reaching the point in the game where having a legendary is less important, and it's more about having good coverage and Pokemon with good abilities and good typing. So that's why our Mewtwo, which is just pure Psychic, despite being an absolute beast of stats and having an amazing ability, can only be in on but so many Pokemon because of its Psychic typing. And Latias has the same deal as its Psychic Dragon typing. So despite the fact that they're really powerful stats-wise, our other Pokemon are still pretty good stats-wise and have good typing and good coverage to compensate for their worst stats. Admin Ariana goes out without a hitch, and then we have our final admin fight of the run, which finally gives us something a little interesting. I think he just is just having fun being retired. Well, this is not an ideal map. That's annoying. That's just obnoxious. Okay, it's probably gonna use a Psychic type move, yeah, but hopefully it goes for a Water type move now. Oh, you flinch. Did it flinch again? Okay, I kind of wanted to heal. Okay, that's a little scary. Shit, fuck. Fuck shit. Huh. Uh-huh. Like... Zen Headbutt, if it high rolls, it could kill with Sandstorm. Yeah. Okay, so I was actually pretty bang on with my assessment there. So we're going to send out In-N-Out Burger. It's going to use Zen Headbutt, probably. No, it's going to use Psychic. I mean, I guess same deal. Oh, that's not great. It's fine. Even with a crit, we can still take one. Oh, wait. It changed it to rain. Wait. It changed the weather to rain. I missed that. Oh, we could have kept Arby's in easy then. Because we were dead to crit rank. We were dead to crit. We were dead to crit still. There is no good move here though. That's the thing. Just Seed Flare. Yeah, crit range is scary. Okay, wait, that's actually really good though. Okay. We got off the special defense down. Well, okay, we're dead to crit now. We're dead to crit now. Pivoting like a psychopath. It kept getting fucking special defense down. I mean, we can stall with Wish, though. I think that's a big thing. We can stall with Wish. It's down special defense. It is Steel Psychic, so... Dragon Breath might be the most here. It's not Surf. Oh, that's huge. Okay. Okay. Whew. Alright, that was just the first Pokemon. Or no, that was the second. Okay, thank God we end on a Vulpix. Okay. Okay. Jirachi was a little scary, but, you know, we worked around it. I am very, despite not realizing the weather changed, I am overall very happy with my judgment there, knowing that Typhlosion really couldn't finish Jirachi right there while remaining safe. So I am still happy with that battle. Now, with Team Rocket dealt with, this puts us in the final stretch of the run. And I decided to go do the Whirl Island stuff now. Well, if you remember how the plot in this game works, you will know that you can't do it now. But I was not remembering properly. But regardless, I go down to do that, and it actually leads to the one and only unfortunate moment of this run, I would say. Where I was using speed up because we were not in any major battle, and it led to this. Okay, no. Bro, he just stuck me against a rock. Uh-oh. That's cool. That's fucking great. You did not just kill Firehouse? I didn't do anything! I tried to run, it didn't let me run, it sand-tuned me, so my only choice was to spam slash, and then it killed me. Speed up? No, I didn't do anything wrong! I literally didn't do anything wrong. And looking back on the footage, I still agree with that. So, the fact of the matter is, it was unlucky that I wasn't able to run away immediately. Because Ursaring is not that slow. Ursaring is still slower than Garchomp by a decent amount, but not horribly slow. But then it used Sand Tomb, which forced me to be stuck, so my only choice was to spam Slash, and I just got unlucky, and it also knew Dragon Rage. So there really wasn't anything to be done there. I just got one of the most unlucky wild encounters I have ever gotten. And the only thing I could have done better was to make sure I was leading with a faster Pokemon, but Ursaring was in the lead because when I'm catching Pokemon, it has static, so I would normally just let a Pokemon hit it a bunch until it gets paralyzed, and then go for the catch with a paralyzed Pokemon. But regardless, for the rest of the run, we will refer this to a random heart attack. Nothing bad happened to Ursaring, it just randomly died. Anyways, moving on to Black Form, we find a Scorpii, a Magnemite, a Starly, and then we also found a Snorlax. So these are some decent encounters. And then we move into fight Claire, who we type check to be dark. Nah, that's just a Shiftry. Well, that's fine. We can just spam high jump kick the entire time. Like, as long as it's not one of those two that's part ghost. Kujon just got excited because he can hear me. Oh, big man. Those defense EVs put it in work, dude. That Slash did nothing. Costco's a tanky bastard. Oh, she's got 2 Sneasels. Hell yeah. Defense EVs were the play. And then Drapion. Oh no, Acupuncture. He got special defense rise. No. Oh right, it has static. It's fine, I have Arby's. Okay, that's mildly terrifying. Is he gonna do anything? He's... Wait, he knows Scary Face, Acupuncture, and Toxic Spikes. Does he have an attacking move? What is he doing? Oh god, he knows Bug Bite. Oh wait, that's a physical move. He hasn't raised his regular attack yet. What did that Drapion do? What was that battle? He just spammed acupuncture and toxic spikes. That's all he did. So yeah, that actually shows what I was talking about earlier with Costco being a bit of a sweeper. So we obtained an item earlier on that let us train our defense EVs faster. The Power Brace, I believe it is. And so we have had that on Costco as we're just doing things and sat down and did a little bit of additional EV training. I decided after that to not do it anymore because it didn't feel super in spirit of the run, considering we're using candies to do level cap. So I decided to not do it again later, but it just allowed Costco to be incredibly bulky while also spamming 100% accurate high jump kicks. So he's a bit of a powerhouse. Now, with our gym badges handled, we need to do a few more things before we take on the Elite Four. First of all is to get the static Lugia encounter, and then we have one more rival fight on Victory Road. That rival fight will essentially gatekeep the end of the run. If we can do that, we're in good shape. If we lose some Pokemon there, then the Elite Four is going to be very rough. And now we clean up the rest of our encounters. Our Lugia encounter is a Probopass, and then our next one is going to be a Sudowoodo, followed by a Ninetales, and then a Claydol. And with our final encounters all out of the way, it's time to do the last rival fight of the run. Six Pokemon, Hippopotas. Well, alright, we're gonna set up a barrier. For that reason. What does it have? It's got a sticky ball. Oh, right, it's part dark. Houndoom. Okay. That's right, because Houndoom is his ace. He maintains his Houndoom. Okay, he just is bubbling. Okay. Oh. Bro's final Pokemon. The fucking ace in the hole. His trump card, level 37 Magikarp. Kick the Magikarp. And as it turns out, we had literally nothing to worry about, which leads us to the Elite Four. 5 back-to-back fights. If you thought the run was easy up to this point, which, to be fair, it was, this is where it could all burn down. Because even if we get one bad trainer, if it happens before the champion, we are in a really bad spot. We have to somehow defeat 5 trainers with only 6 Pokemon while maintaining the type coverage we need to handle anything. So after some serious team crafting, we have our team that you're seeing right here. Mewtwo and Latias are meant to be just powerhouses. We have Togekiss for our normal flying typing. We have Poliwhirl to deal with dark and fire types. We have Typhlosion to actually deal with water types as well as grass types. And then we have Magnezone for everything else. This was the best I could do. I didn't want to just spam legendaries because I still had a few legendaries, one of which being Palkia in the box. And I was seriously debating dropping Mewtwo, but the level cap was just too low for me to be able to warrant it. That all being said, we go in and we start the Elite Four fights. Keep an eye on the area above my head. I'm going to be putting comments there during the battle so I don't interrupt the flow. Alright. Drifloon. Fuck, it might be Ghost. It might be our worst type, Ghost. Shit. It's either Ghost or Flying, but I think it's Ghost, because if it's following the rules, I think it is. We've already encountered Flying. But regardless, the switch is Zaxby's. It's gonna use Shadow Ball. It's gonna do like nothing. That did more than I would have liked. We have Discharge. We'll use Discharge. It outspeeds with Shadow Ball. That's fucking terrible. It's Ghost. Alright, we have confirmed Ghost. Shit. Yeah, we're getting rid of one of the scariest types at the beginning of the Elite Four. God damn it. That's a burn we have to heal off at the beginning of next battle. Okay. Unironically though, Cold Stone. Cold Stone. Okay. That's fine. Because Cold Stone's part normal. And we have Air Slash. Oh! Why'd it gotta be a Rotom? The problem is it almost certainly knows an electric type move. With Ghost out of the way, Cold Stone is not as important. If we lose Cold Stone right here, it's not the end of the world. It's bad, but it's not end of run bad. Zaxby's being burned is rough, though. Like, that's really rough. Alright, I just have to see what it does. Okay, it's going for Shockwave. Shockwave is only 60 base power. We should tank it. Yeah, that's not enough. Okay, it's almost certainly going to use Shockwave again. Arby's has Shell Bell. Arby's has Shell Bell. It's gonna use Shockwave. Shouldn't be that bad. No, it used Sub. It used Sub? Okay, Smokescreen doesn't work when Sub is up. Why did you use Substitute? That's right, wait, Arby's was a solution here, because Arby's knows Dark Pulse. It just clicked with me. Arby's knows Dark Pulse. Alright, you have to hit. Okay, this should kill. Okay, Shell Bell's gonna bring my health back a little bit. I mean, that's more than leftovers would have done. He has a second Rotom. Okay, but it's the grass type one. It's the grass type one. And Arby's being upspeed is allowing us to outspeed pretty much everything in this. Just don't use something stupid. Okay, double team, that's fine. Just don't miss. It's fine. No boost. It also has a Shell Bell. Okay, we hit the second one. Alright, we have to be ready to pivot out of Arby's. It depends on what his last mon is. Dusknoir. I don't think... Dusknoir, the thing about Dusknoir is it actually doesn't have that good attacking stats. It's actually relatively mediocre because it's just supposed to spam Curse. It's just supposed to spam Curse and Will-O-Wisp and bullshit. That's all it's supposed to do. The thing is, we don't have a valid switch in here. Because it can learn the punches. That's why I can't bring in Coldstone, because it might know the punches. I mean, I can check Cerulean because normally it's the top 4 the most 4 recent moves that it should know, but that's not guaranteed. Especially because this is his ace. Because he should know Mean Look, Shadow Punch, Will-O-Wisp, and Curse. I think I just Dark Pulse. I definitely outspeed. Speed's not a question. Yeah, he tanks that easy, though. That's the thing. His special defenses is so high. You know, Shadow Punch, okay. He knows Pursuit! Fuck, wait, no, Mean Look is a 43 move. I literally misread his thing. I thought Mean Look was a 42 move. No, he does have Pursuit. Pursuit was literally the move that replaced... If you shift everything up after Mean Look, Pursuit is that last move he learns. I should have hard switched. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. Okay, flinch. He has healing items he hasn't used yet, though, and I think it's gonna put him in potion range and not kill. Oh my god, he flinched again. Okay, this is our time to switch if we want to. The only issue is we lost our one Dark-type move. We lost our one Dark-type move. Now, we shouldn't need it at this point because we got rid of Ghosts. I think, legitimately here, we could keep going for flinches here. But, like, if we look at it... Okay, I need to literally do a summary check. Special attack of 93. Air Slash is 75. Air Slash can also miss. I think what we do is we actually send in Costco. We're gonna hit a Hypnosis. And... we're just gonna spam Waterfall. He's gonna heal. Yep. Alright, we're gonna Hypnosis. It missed. And he used Will-O-Wisp. Alright, we're gonna Hypnosis. This gives us a chance to switch. We have 2 burns to heal off next fight. Arby's is down, but one death. One death. Fucking hell. Yeah, so that did not go according to plan. And now, there's something I need to note here that I have not mentioned up until this point because it hasn't been relevant. Because the rare candies have replaced our entire healing pouch, I can't heal statuses outside of battle. Now, I grew a bunch of citrus berries to deal with the health issue. I can just spam the citrus berries out of battle, but I never obtained a berry to heal off burns, so I couldn't grow the burn berries to help mitigate that issue. So that means I have allowed myself to heal off statuses at the beginning of a fight, because the items are still accessible in battle for whatever reason. I don't exactly know why, but because I can't heal them out of battle, I decide to heal them in battle. Here's the next one. Here we go. Koga. Koga's normal. Okay, wait. Koga being pure normal is actually great here. The only thing is this Apom can no Thunder Punch. The question is, I don't think it does. The thing is, I don't think it does, because I'm pretty sure that's an egg move. Or at least a move tutor move. I don't think it learns it by level up. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we're safe from Thunder Punch, which means what we want to do here is we heal off burns, we switch in Costco, and we sweep. That is what we have to do. God, look at all this fucking, look at all this shit we haven't been able to access this entire time. Alright, he shouldn't have anything. Yeah, he's just gonna use agility, which is fine. Alright. Burns are healed off. We switch in Costco. Oh no, nasty plot. We got greedy. Okay, Costco just sweeps. Also, I didn't rare candy. But it should be fine. Yep, eat full restores. Nom 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 nom. Yummy full restores. Eradicate. That was Giga Impact. No, it was Double Edge! That was such a throw. I was speeding up. I thought it was Giga Impact. Fuck, I'm tilting. I'm tilting. I'm actually tilting so hard right now. I'm tilting. It's causing me to play stupid. I need to calm down. He used Super Fang, because of course he did. Why is he faster than Aladias? Why is he faster than Aladias? Oh, this is scary. This is actually terrifying. Kangaskhan is awful. Might go for Earthquake. No, it went for Outrage. That doesn't kill from here. Okay, he's gonna use it one more time. We're gonna switch into Zaxby's. He just straight up used Outrage again. Manoon. Why didn't we just switch right into Zaxby's? I'm sorry, I'm fucking dumb. We have a Steel type. Like, he literally just tanks normal. Another one down. That was incredibly dumb. Alright. Let's try and focus. Let's pay attention. I'm not doing stupid shit anymore. And here is, it's fire or fighting. It's fire or fighting. It's fire or fighting. Gee, it would have been nice to have a fucking water type or maybe some... It's fine. We brought In-N-Out Burger. Psychic type with Flash Fire. Why did you use Punishment? You're telling me you didn't have a super effective move against Magnezone? You're telling me you didn't have a super effective move against Magnezone? Weird. But if it's fighting, Mewtwo can sweep. Even if it's fire, if they don't have a better move than a fire type move... Okay, you can't just send out 2 Infernates. You gotta tell me which type you are. I mean, this also just dies. Fire or fighting. I mean, Steel's also weak to fighting, so it's like it didn't. It used a fucking Dark type move against the Steel type. Okay, it's fighting. Well, then Mewtwo just sweeps. Okay. We were given a bone. We were thrown a bone here. Okay. God, I can't believe I fucked up. I lost 2 of our best Pokemon. Oh, right. Your special attack or special defense is actually very good. Oh, wow. You wasted your turn using Mind Raider. What was I gonna say? I mean, losing Arby's, to be fair, I think maybe I could have avoided it, but, like... No, Arby's I could have avoided, actually. I didn't realize he knew Pursuit. I fucked up there. I misread his move chart. But... Costco was stupid. Costco was dumb. I wasn't paying attention. I was autopiloting. Loss of Arby's can be seen on your face. Loss of both these Pokemon can be seen on my face. I'm pissed. I'm pissed right now. Yeah, like, I'm legitimately furious right now. Alright. Number 4. Okay. Poison. It has to be poison. Surely it's poison. Poison or dark? I'm thinking poison. We've seen dark, we haven't seen poison. I was not actually expecting Discharge to kill there. It's poison. It's poison. Yeah, we had dark gem. Yeah, dark was Claire. Alright, we are poison. Which means In-N-Out Burger just sweeps again. Gonna use Screech. I mean, that's fine. There's not really any poison types I can think of that are all that fast. Yeah, getting poison and fighting type when we have a Mewtwo, as well as a Latias, just allows us to play. Gastly's part poison? Wait. Gastly actually part poison? I always forget about that. Huh. Did I level up? This one only has a difference of 1 level. So no, I didn't, but... This is the lowest difference we have had. I forgot to snooze. Yeah, this one goes from 46 to 47. I didn't bother. They have legitimately just thrown the run to red, despite the fact I'm gonna beat the Elite Four. Because we don't have many backups. None that are great. I'm just annoyed. Once again, in Kanto, we have quite a few routes before we have to challenge a gym. So we have some opportunities to play stuff, but the odds are not crazy. What's up, bro? Don't get me wrong. Mewtwo could sweep most teams if we set up Mewtwo better, but it is pretty funny that they're leaders. Like, they're not Elite Four, they're leaders. Like, it's still somewhat appropriate. Okay. And now we have Lance. So the thing about Lance is I went in poorly informed. And the thing is I should have known better, but I thought that Lance was going to have a type like the rest of the Elite Four. You know, the Dragon Master, Lance, he's a type team. Except he's not, and I knew this. I know he has an Aerodactyl, I know he has a Gyarados. I just remembered in this moment the 3 Dragonites So I just assumed that Lance was a type team, not even thinking about it. Once again, I know Lance's team. I've played this game over and over again. I know Lance's team very well. So I went into this not expecting Lance to have a fully randomized team with no cohesive theme, which led to a bit of a surprise. But regardless, let's start the final fight. Best track in arguably all of Pokemon right here. He's water. Okay, he's water type. Okay. That is really good. That is really good for us, actually. I don't think it knows anything here that can hurt Zaxby's all that much. It's a Vaporeon, it shouldn't. This is where the Steel typing is gonna come in clutch for us, because they really can't do much. Orbeam shouldn't hurt. No. And we have Shell Bell. We do have Shell Bell. Yeah, Vaporeon's pretty bulky. It's okay. The Aqua Ring should have... Do we not have Shell Bell? I thought I put on Shell Bell. Oh, it has Klutz. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's Klutz. Not that big a deal. Is that a withdrawal? No, he doesn't have a type. Okay, Lance does... No, shit. Lance is typeless. Lance is typeless. Lance is typeless. Lance is typeless. Oh, fuck. Lance is typeless. Cold Stone. Cold Stone's our answer, because if it uses any ghost type move, Cold Stone tanks it. Genius. Okay. It can't... It has Earth power, which meant that was a really... Okay. Knows Aura Sphere? Well, that's neutral. It also outspeeds me. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. We need crits. Fuck, this thing is tanky. Yeah, I'm aware. It's going to keep using Aura Sphere, because that's all it has. I'm going to hit it with Air Slash one more time. That is not potion range. Mewtwo almost certainly outspeeds. No, what am I doing? No, Max, don't be an idiot. You switch into Latias. Okay, hold on. What nature's Latias? Fuck, what nature's our Latias? I mean, Giratina can't be faster than Latias even for down speed, right? Okay, we are gonna hit it with Air Slash one more time. Then we're gonna hard pivot into Latias, and then Latias is gonna hit it with a Surf. Surf is more damage than Dragon Breath, because Soul Dew just increases special attack. Dragon Breath with Stab does not go above Surf, because Surf is 95 base power. Surf is our best option there, so we're going to Air Slash one more time. No crit. Do not crit. If it crits here, that's really bad. Citrus? It should be able to take one more Air Slash. Or do I just do the hard pivot now? We do the hard pivot now. Because I risk putting it in potion range here, and if this doesn't kill, I put it in potion range anyways. It's going to Aura Sphere. Okay. Shouldn't do much, if anything. Surf. I guess I could stall out his Shadow Force. I could legitimately stall out Shadow Force. It's an option. That's gonna hit, that's gonna do nothing. He's now gonna use Aura Sphere. So I switch an In-N-Out Burger. Because In-N-Out Burger will tank it better than Body God. I just need to stall out Shadow Force. I'm going to use Extra Sensory in case he doesn't use it. He didn't use it. What is he planning? He's planning to not die. Oh, he did use it. I just outsped. Really? This is arguably worse. How do I kill this fucker? Okay, so we do now know that Mewtwo outspeeds. This is actually very important. He is going to Potion here. Yep, Full Restore. I would like a crit. Okay, he's gonna Aura Sphere. The lack of the Shell Bell may kill me. I'm gonna be completely real. Not having the Shell Bell where I need it may unironically be the death of me. I forgot about Klutz. Because this is a battle of attrition where I need every little bit of HP I have. Hope for a flinch. No flinch? Okay. If we get a flinch, that's really good, because that's another free attack. 3? Yeah, we're on 3. Come on, you have a flinch item. Extra Sensory has a chance to flinch. Nope. That might be full restore range. I'm not certain. If I'm being completely honest. Four. If it is, it's not that big a deal. We don't really lose damage. Not that much. It's not. Okay. Force Sphere again. Like, if we had Shell Bell on Mewtwo, we would be in much better state. But we're now at half health, which is a little bit dicey. I need this to flinch or kill. Come on. Come on, get the kill. Okay, Giratina down. That is crazy. Vaporeon is back. Vaporeon does not have a chance against Mewtwo. That's a free kill. Okay, good to know. Champions and randomizers don't follow a type. If the... Because... Donphan. Donphan isn't great, to be fair. I think I have to risk the Seed Flare. I think I just send it. Fuck it, we send it. Okay, we're fine. Seed Flare almost certainly kills. Yep. If there was no world that didn't kill. Espeon? I mean, we just spam Hyper Voice. No. Espeon is where we get Texas Roadhouse out. Espeon is where we get Texas Roadhouse out. We have Recover on Texas. Texas Roadhouse has the one big advantage of it has Recover. It's fine. Yep. This is our one Mon that can heal. It's fine. We're gonna recover. We're gonna take the future sight attack. We're gonna recover. We might. Well, we don't even have to recover again, actually. Okay, future sight attack. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, we Dragon Breath again. Last resort. I don't know why I decided to use that there. Why did you use that there? Okay, full restore, that's fine. We take away full restore, we wash the turn just to heal. Surf does more damage, but Dragon Breath has... no, we Surf. Double Surf should kill. God, Last Resort does a lot of damage still, despite the fact that it is not active currently. Probably gonna Last Resort again. Yep. Called. Read like a book. It is a high, but it's... It just feels weird that the AI is spamming it, you know? Normally for moves like that, they only like to use it when it's most optimal. Okay, that's beyond down. Last two. Oh, well. Thank fuck. Okay, gave me a break. So he can have weak Pokemon. Fucking nose facade. It's like he tried to be a competitive player, but didn't bring in the level 1. He brought in a level 48. Oh, you bitch! You fucking bastard! You just have to have not only one last thing. Not only does he have one last thing, he has a Mesprit, which we had in the first run. We're gonna Dragon Breath here. This is very intentional. I need to paralyze it because we're not killing it very quickly. It's gonna use Swift. Okay, we can probably recover and be fine. Our social defense is high. Oh yeah, it sucks. Do we have Cynthia and Volo at home? Surf might kill. No, doesn't. Alright, if he has another full restore, he uses it now. If not, we win. Alright, you're just delaying the inevitable, bastard. Come on, get a crit. Rub it in his face. Not a crit. High roll? Still kill? Like 1. That is very funny that its only move is Swift, apparently. But... Dude. Stop! You are making it that's more painful for all of us. Just end it. He's a preschooler! He's a preschooler! Oh. And that's it. Now, if you think that the Elite Four was long and longer than the entire rest of the run combined, that's because it was. Those fights were the longest fights I had in the run. There were no fights where I had to sit down and really think my way through. The game decided to load all the difficulty at the end of the run with the first 2 Elite Four members and then the champion. I'm not exactly happy with all of my plays, but I think Lance kind of redeemed any mistakes I made on the run, identifying the out by pivoting between my Psychic type and my normal type in order to make it run out of its Shadow Force PP. So overall, I think it was a very, very good fight. And that means we have won the run. Now, the goal was actually to take this to red, and I did take it to red. But being completely honest, the latter half of the run just really wasn't that interesting, if you could even call this half of the run interesting. So I'm not going to include that here. If you all want to see the latter half of the run, I might do a shorter, more highlight style video of it, but please let me know. I'm going to do more Pokemon Nuzlockes in the future. Exactly how, I'm uncertain. But I think overall, the end of the run redeemed the maybe easiness of the beginning of the run. But regardless, thank you all for getting through this monster of a video. It's definitely one of the hardest videos I've done editing-wise thus far, and one of the first post-commentaries I've done in a while. Not to mention just, I believe it's the longest video on my channel at this point. So I really do appreciate you all getting through all this video. If you liked it, please let me know. You know, do the YouTube things, or don't, you know. It's fine by me. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.